Good evening. My take today is an open letter to President William Samoei Arap Ruto, the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. Mr. President, you have got everything wrong. You need to right the wrongs. If you are watching this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Philip Etale. Like this video and share it. Mr. President, the people of Kenya gave you the mandate to lead them, not to lead them into disarray, but to lead them to posterity and prosperity. Business people want to prosper. Kenyans want to prosper. The country needs to grow. You are the father of the nation. You hold the key to all the problems that are facing this country, or the problems that Kenyans are facing. There are myriad of problems, let alone the finance bill, which has caused acrimony among the Kenyan youth. Not just the youth, but young people of this country. They are not happy. Thank you for pronouncing yourself to this issue. You stated categorically yesterday that you have declined to assent to this draconian bill. Congratulations, Mr. President. You also rejected the bill in totality, and by so doing, you also adhered with Article 115 of the Constitution of Kenya and have written to the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honorable Masika Wetangula Moses, a memorandum containing your wishes about this bill. That is a step in the right direction. Now, the Speaker of the National Assembly needs to convene Parliament. He needs to convene a special sitting of Parliament, considering that yesterday they hurriedly adjourned Parliament for the short recess. He needs to summon Parliament to discuss your memorandum and take the necessary action, because you said you have sent it back to Parliament for reconsideration, and Parliament ought to do what is right. Now, Mr. President, the country is at crossroads. The reason why I'm talking to you so passionately as a Kenyan citizen is because we are in a state of suspended animation as a nation. Nothing is moving. Nothing is working. We are stuck. Now, whom do we run to? Apart from the prayers that we make every day to the Almighty God, the only other person on earth whom God has given the chance to lead this nation is you, because it said leaders come from God. Every Kenyan is looking up to you. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to shout at anyone. You don't have to talk in the manner that you have been doing. You don't have to have people who have this sense of braggadocio, speaking as if they own the country. You don't have to have advisors who do not want to give you good advice. Mr. President, as the leader of the nation, as a father of this country, you need to listen to your children. Just like the Almighty God listens to his children in prayer and answers them positively, you also, as a leader of this nation, have to climb down from the Tower of Babel, listen to the cries of Kenyans. If you do not want to listen to the cries of the older generation, listen to the Gen Zs. They have a voice and they want to be listened to. You said in your speech yesterday that you will welcome these young people for negotiations or for a talk or a chit-chat, whatever that is. But are you going on that table with an open heart? Or do you want to go there to shout at them, admonish them, scorn at them, and intimidate them to respect you? No, they will not listen, Mr. President. They want a meaningful engagement. They want promises that will be fulfilled. They don't want empty promises. The reason why they are boiling with anger out on the streets is because you overpromised so many things to the young people. You called them hustlers. You embraced them. They embraced you. You talked to them. They embraced you. You convinced them. They listened to you. Now, you want to call them criminals. Mr. President, some language does not suffice in times like these. You have to be reasonable enough as the leader of this country. You are not a member of parliament. Neither are you a governor. Neither are you the senator of some county somewhere. You are the president of the Republic of Kenya. You got to listen. You got to give good advice to these young children. They are boiling with anger. They are not happy at all. That's why, even after you issued that statement, they have dismissed it, the contempt that it deserves. Why? Because they believe you have continued to lie to them. Mr. President, I've known you for many years. We've been friends when you were a member of parliament, when you are a minister of government. But now that you are the president, I cannot reach you. But the only way I can talk to you is through this video. I want to advise you. You are older than me by a couple of years, probably about 11 or 12 years. But I want to tell you, Mr. President, the country is looking up to you for direction. Kenyans are waiting for you to talk to them, not to talk at them. Kenyans are waiting for you to be the president they expected you to be, and not to be the man who was changed when you got power. Power is transient, Mr. President. You are in power today, tomorrow you are not. What will you tell your age mates while sitting under a tree, sipping a cup of tea in Sugoi, that you did this and that for the country? Build something that will give you a legacy that you leave for the nation, for posterity, and for people to remember, and for people to talk about positively. Mr. President, I hope you've listened to me. That is my take.